great weekend. Hope you're ready for a really good trading week. All right, so welcome, guys. Welcome. Markets were soft last week, the equity markets, but finished up nicely on Friday. So the Dow on Friday, guys, was almost 300 points, 299 points on the Dow. S&P was up 38 points. NASDAQ was up nicely, 99 points up on the NASDAQ. IWM, the Russell, was also up. Hey, Anthony. Hey, Sergio. Welcome, guys. Welcome. All right, guys, let's go to the market. VIX was down. Look at here. VIX is down 1529. Really good for the equity markets. All right, so low volatility. Right, VIX is going down. That's good. We still have buy signals across the board. All right, so good environment for equities. The dollar did pull down a bit. All right, so the dollar index did make a high right at that resistance at 98, but closed down on Friday at 97.83. We did go long on some dollar pairs, so we'll take a look at those. Currently in the futures market, Dow E-mini is up 42 points, NASDAQ 36, S&P 7, and the Russell is 2. Dollar is currently down. All right. VIX on the big picture monthly time frame here on the VIX. We have a white candle here. All right. So the goal is if we can keep moving lower on the VIX to about 10 is, I would say the 52-week low is about 10. All right, we're trading at 15, not bad there. All right, the Max 7s, let's go through these. Max 7s, Tesla, hold on. Let's get more data here, hold on. All right, Tesla, guys, looks really good. All right, on the daily time frame here, our buy signal came in. Original buy signal was here, right at about 293, 292, but we got some red candles to get out. We finally got back in on a breakout of this candle here at 393, holding right now at 440. Good price action on Friday. We do have near-term resistance right here at 462 on Tesla. So Tesla looks really good to keep moving higher, but we've got to break through that resistance to really take off on Tesla. Amazon. All right, Amazon has a sell signal, so be careful trading Tesla, guys. All right, previous buy signal, hold on. All right, buy signal was here, previous buy signal was here, sold here, bought here, sold here, buy signal almost identical to this buy signal with a sell signal here. We should be out, okay? So what we are going to do is look for the next support levels on Amazon. All right, so next support level on Amazon is right at 218. All right, remember it closed on Friday at 219. After that, if it breaks through that support, right about here, right? If it breaks through that support, next level of support is all the way down here. All right, all the way down here around one, let's say one. Let's call it 192, 190, 192. Okay, so right about here. Sellers are coming in, red candle, so we should be totally out. In order to become bullish again on Amazon, guys, we got to break through that resistance up here, get through the highs around 240. So nothing with Amazon. All right, so just hold up on Amazon if you're trading on the daily time frame. Microsoft. All right, previous buy signal on Microsoft was 430, closed red candle, sell signal at 502. We should be out. Again, with Microsoft, in order to get a new buy signal, we've got to get above, I would say 536, 540. Okay, so we should be out of Microsoft. All right, so be aware of these large cap stocks. They're slowing down a bit. Okay, Google. Let's take a look here. It's holding firm. All right, the buy signal was at right here 180, trading at 246, holding nicely. No new support and resistance lines here, guys. So look here, really nice price action. That will probably come in early this week, where we get new support and resistance, and then hopefully break through there. Okay. Nvidia, we do have a new buy signal on Nvidia. Let's take a look. All right, Nvidia right here, guys. We do have a new buy signal on Nvidia. All right, previous buy signal was at 122, closed on a break of support at 168. Very good trade there. Next buy signal came in on a break. Perfect buy signal came in on a break of resistance right here at 186. Now we've retraced a bit. You guys can see that here, right? Retraced a bit, but still holding all green candles. We need Nvidia to break through that price action, but we're still holding a buy signal with an Nvidia there. Okay. Meta, Facebook, Meta. Let's see here. No buy signal on Meta. Okay. So previous buy signal was here, sell signal. We have a red candle here. We should be out. In order to become bullish again with Meta, right, we've got to break through that resistance at 786. All right, 786 will give us a new buy signal. Otherwise, we wait if we're trading on the daily time frame. All right, the MAG. So if you wanted to get exposure in the Magnificent Seven, without getting the equities, you could trade the ETF. All right. So the MAGs, let's take a look. Holding up nicely. All right. So this ETF represents, the MAGS represents exposure in the MAG 7s. The buy signal came in at $50.60. All green candles moving up nicely, perfectly done in the markup phase, trading at 64. All right, so holding nicely there, but keep in mind we are getting some sell signals in some of these MAG 7s. Okay, the Dow on the 240, guys. Dow 240 holding nicely here on the 240-minute time frame. All right, good recovery here from the end of last week. Okay, so we had some pullback last week, but we recovered nicely on Friday. All right, so the Dow on the 240 holding its buy signal firm. On the daily time frame, Dow daily time frame holding firm. All green candles, buyers are in control. Dow weekly time frame holding firm, and then the Dow monthly time frame holding firm. And I know every week we go through this, it's the same thing, right? Right? These markets are holding. Right, these indexes are holding firm. We've got to go through these every week because they will change. Okay, just because they're trending now doesn't mean, right, a week, 2 weeks, a month from now, right, this market doesn't change. So this is why we go through this every single week, guys. Okay, because things will change just like they did here, right? In March, April of earlier this year, when we had that 25-30% correction, look how quickly that happened, right? In a couple of months, guys, this market was correcting in a big way. So we got to always be aware. This is why we do this. S&P on the 240, buy signal here, holding firm, right? We're near all-time high territory in all of these indexes here. S&P on the daily time frame, buy signal here, holding firm. S&P weekly time frame, buy signal here, holding really good price action. Every single week, we've been making higher highs, higher lows there on the S&P. S&P on the monthly time frame, same thing here. Good price action. Here is the high, and then here is your trend line. good markup phase. Okay, so you know the best market right now is in equities. Nasdaq on the 240 here. Nasdaq buy signal here, holding firm. A bit of a pullback from last week price action. Nasdaq on the daily time frame. Look at that, guys. Buy signal here, right, which came in what's that? May, all right, May, and been moving higher ever since. Nasdaq on the weekly time frame looks good here. Let's move this. All right, buy signal here. Again, higher highs, higher lows. So no shorts. You guys know this. We are not shorting. We continue. No shorts, no puts. Just continue to go long. Keep it buying this market unless, right, it shows us otherwise. But Nasdaq on the monthly time frame, buy signal here, moving up nicely, right? All-time highs right here on the Nas. Great job on the Nas. On the Russell, 240 on the Russell. All right, pullback last week. Green candle came in on Friday. All right, holding nicely. Small cap stocks. Russell on the daily. Still need to get through that resistance here. We did break through, right? And rest closed below. Gap down on Friday, holding below that resistance level there. Russell on the weekly, still holding. All right. We've had a nice move, guys, on small cap stocks in stock boss, even without, right, the Russell really breaking through that resistance. Once it does, we could see small cap stocks really take off. So resistance is here. This is where we saw sellers come in. Here, same thing here. And here we are right now holding. Hopefully we break through. Same on the monthly time frame here. Bitcoin. You guys know we have a sell signal on Bitcoin. All right, that sales signal came in at 112. We're right at 112. We made a low last week of, what's that, 108. We do have a white candle here that came in, no buy signals. Okay, in order to get a buy signal on Bitcoin, all right, we have to be patient, guys. All right, we've got to get above 122, 123 to get a buy signal on the daily time frame on Bitcoin. Right now, just expect some consolidation. Okay, so right now we are trading between support, which is right here, resistance is right here. So we're kind of doing this right here on Bitcoin. So no trade yet. We got to get past the high here. Okay. All right. So if you want to trade a smaller time frame, all right, be careful. But we do not have a buy signal. Prices is consolidating with Bitcoin here. Gold, we've seen big moves in gold. All right, so gold is at 37.97, right? So nice move in gold, almost close to that 4,000 mark. All right, so great move, all green candles. Gold is doing extremely well. So is silver. All right, big move, guys. Look at this. Big move last week in silver. Gapped up here. That buy signal on silver was at 23, trading at 41. Just amazing move. No, this is all-time highs on silver. Silver looks good. Now, we don't have any resistance above. But, boy, based on that price action, we could go to about $50 on Bitcoin. The last time silver went to about $50, that was 2011. All right, so 2011 went all the way back to that $50 mark. We're at 41. Look what happened though, right? Look what happened after it made that move. This looks very similar price action on this month. This is monthly time frame. I know it says weekly here, but this is monthly. All right, so I haven't looked at this. This is a concern here, all right? Because if we get to the high here, we could see sellers really come in like they did here. So that's a concern. Haven't looked at that on the monthly. Let's make a note here. We'll probably bring in a permanent monthly chart on silver to keep an eye on that. Let me make a note here. Monthly chart on silver. Yeah, look at that. Wow. So yeah, the last time again it went to that $50 mark, they really came in and pushed that price all the way. So in order for it to hold, right, it's got to get to that area, consolidate. We want to see a lot of consolidation near the highs to hold, okay? So just be aware of that. Let's bring it back to the weekly here. All right. Crude oil. Hold on. Silver. Yeah, silver weekly here. Crude oil, nothing here. Bonds are still holding, nothing here. You guys know about the dollar. All right. And pound yen. Quick look at pound yen. The yen pairs were trying to break out. All right. So pound yen, we've got a green candle here trying to break through that resistance. Let's see what happens this week. We do have some long pairs. Yen pairs going here. Let's see what pound yen does. If we can clear the high here, we could see pound yen and the Forex market move. Okay, so let's put that a high. This is not a resistance. Resistance is here. This is just a high. So if we can break through that high here, all right, we could see pound yen move. This is where sellers came in before. So this whole area here, that's a big deal on pound yen. Okay, current positions. Let's go through those. So we added some longs in yen pairs, the yen pairs and the dollar pairs. Good buy-in. Look at that, guys. Good buy-in on Friday in Stock Boss and Bullmaster here. But let's go through those current positions in Monster Scalper for Forex on the 240. So we finally added some positions. Let's see how they're doing. All right, Swiss yen. Buy signal was here by our system. I think we entered right about here, holding firm. So Swiss yen holding firm in Monster Scalper. Euro yen buy signal here, holding nicely here. All right, so much better price action. All right, Aussie yen buy signal is here. Pull back a bit. We've got to get past that, the high right here to see it going. All right, so a bit of a pullback, holding. We do have this is reaccumulation here, okay? So we got reaccumulation. We need a bounce here, keep moving higher. All right, if you get a red candle here, sell signal, we'll have to close the trade. As Aussie yen. CAD yen, buy signal here, pulling back a bit. Keep an eye on this. All right, dollar yen, buy signal here, holding firm for now. All right, so the buy signal was here. I think we might have entered somewhere in here, holding firm, looking for a move higher. SGD JPY, all right, buy signal here, holding. Trying to get through this range. Horrible price action, but we're looking to break out here. Look at that, guys. Horrible market, but we are finally looking to break out. Keep an eye on the high right here. This is where sellers came in before. Here, and here we are. Keep an eye on it. It's still not a healthy market for Forex. HKD JPY buy signal here, and we are breaking out nicely there. Keep an eye on it. We had some high here. This is where sellers came in before. And then the dollar pairs. Let's see if they're holding. USD HUF, all right. Good markdown phase. And buy signal here. And we are holding. So Forex is slightly improving. Okay, this market is slightly improving. Okay, USD CZK. All right, same thing here. Markdown phase. We do have a buy signal. right, buy signal here, green candles, a bit of a pullback, but holding. All right, and we'll take this buy signal here, pullback, green candles coming in. See if we can move higher. USDN, okay, same thing here. Believe it or not, this is good price action for Forex, considering how choppy this market has been. So these trades are trying to hold. All right. Our target on this will be right about here. Let's call it right here. All right. USD SEK. All right. Let's see here. USD. We call this one USD PLN. Same thing here. Buy signal here. We need to break through the range here. SEK. Same thing here. Hold on. Going too fast here. All right, so mark down. Let's bring that in. Markup. All righty. SGD. All right. PLN. Need to break through that resistance. NOK, USD NOK, same thing here. Dollar CAD. Dollar CAD is breaking out. All right, so we're breaking out of this resistance here. All right, so we're in the range, support down here, resistance here, buy signal here, and we are breaking out. Dollar CAD looks good to break out. USD, DKK. All right, buy signal here. Near that support area, we'll look to get to that resistance right up here, and then hopefully break out. Dollar Swiss. All right, dollar Swiss mark down, and then your markup here. It's pulled back. We needed to keep moving higher. Your target will be here. We still need to be conservative, guys. This is still not a very good market, okay? See the choppiness, all right? So just be careful. We have one euro pound trade that's still holding. A buy signal here, right in the middle of the range here. Purple support and resistance. We're looking to break through. Buy signal here. Be aware we have sellers are sitting here, right? Purple support and resistance. So we are overbought. Sellers came in here strong. Sellers came in here strong. So just be careful if you're trading it, okay? That's it for Forex. We might take a look at Monster Scalper this evening, see if we can add any positions. Stock Boss. Let's go through Stock Boss. All right. Big day, guys. In Stock Boss, look at all that green here. In Stock Boss and Bull Master on Friday. Let's see how they're holding. Okay. All right. So current alerts in Stock Boss. As usual, we want to see all green candles. Since the market is holding, if we have a white candle, we'll continue to hold. Red candle sales signal will close the trade. White arrow, like here, sales signal. Okay, let's go through these. COMM, that's holding. JORO, that's holding. Holding firm. AMPY, nice move there. Good. Remember, these are small cap stocks, so if that Russell 2000 really breaks that big resistance there, we'll see small caps really move higher. Our stock boss traders, pay attention to healthcare, right? Your healthcare and financials, and biotech as well. All right, good price action. We want to see all green candles. RLAY, nice move. TERN, good. So good price action, guys. We just want to make sure these are holding in stock boss. All green candles there. Good trade going there. NRGV, guys. Buy signal came in at $1, trading at $3, guys. Really good trade here. 301. All right, it's gotten past resistance. Yellow support and resistance here. Amazing price action. Let's look at a target here. That's a good. This trade fell from what, $20? Let's look at the monthly. Quick look at the monthly here. Monthly, yep. So $20. Buy signal came in at $1. It's at $3, right? Imagine this moves higher. So good trade going there. Okay. All right, good. Plug, hold in. All right, so nothing to close so far. This is a really good stock boss trade. We love these trades in stock boss when we come out of that markdown phase and then get into that markup phase. All right, still early. Buy signal came in around 5, trading at 6.73. Target on this one here is about $8. All right, not bad. Not a good setup there. Just follow your setups, guys, and let the trade run. All right. Bull Master. So these are large cap stocks now. Same thing. White candles will continue to hold. Red candles will sell. White arrow will sell. All right, MOD gave a red candle here. Let's close this. MOD, we have a lot of resistance above here, guys. Resistance is here. All through here, buy signal was here. Right, we're no longer trading above that resistance. Gap down, red candle here. Let's close that. MOD. Okay, get out because sellers could come in. Look where sellers came in before. Do not take a chance on these, okay? Hold in. So that's only one so far in both systems. Holding firm. Nicely done. Lots of green candles. That's what we like to see. Good breakout here. THC, nice break. Good price action here. This is a good trade, guys, going here. BE, the buy signal came in at $20, trading at 70. Good trade going there. So I think we closed what, 1? Not bad. So I think, yeah, 1 or 2 in both systems. That's really good. All right. So they are holding, guys. They are holding this market up. And we're in what, September, the end of September. This is really promising. All right, so setting up nicely for a Christmas rally. So we get one last push for the fourth quarter, end of the year here. That would be great. Okay, but market is holding up. So the indexes are holding. Sectors are holding too. Let's take a quick look here. So tech is holding up nicely here. All right. We know gold and silver is doing well. Financials, looking for a breakout there in financials. Russell will help that. A break on the Russell will help. Industrials, need a buy signal there. Consumer discretionary, we haven't looked at that in a while. Consumer discretionary, buy signal here looks really good. Let's get through our resistance up here. As we get into October, November, December, consumer discretionary, right? All that Christmas holiday spending, right? That will help that sector there. Home builders, let's see here. Sell signal in the home builders. Home builders, be aware of that. That's biotech. All right, biotech looks good. All right, biotech. So small caps, stock boss traders, be aware of that. Biotech. Okay. All righty. Our US 30 traders, let's see, on the 60-minute time frame, we have a buy signal here. Be careful. All right, we've got to get past our resistance here. We do have a buy signal, but we haven't called it, okay? We've got to get past all of this consolidation there. On the 60-minute on the NAS, we do have a buy signal. We might call this one. Hold on. This looks like a clean setup. All right, so we'll call the NAS on the 60 minutes. So NAS 100 long 60-minute time frame, okay? So we've got a nice pullback here, good selling here. And we have a buy signal here. All right, buy signal here. On the daily time frame, we look good. All right, so we look really good. Purple support and resistance, just keep that in mind, okay? Keep that in mind. But the NAS has been really strong. So we'll call buy signal here on the 60. All right. S&P also, let's call this one. You can certainly wait for the market open if you don't want to enter it now. I know it's risky, but the futures are up. But if you wait till the market open, it might get away from you. All right. But these are good setups here. No guarantee the trade will work out, but it's a good setup. Markdown phase, accumulation, buy signal here. It's a little high, but not too high. And we're looking for a bigger move, guys. All right, so we're looking for that price action to get to that resistance, hopefully break through this week, okay? All righty. Monster scalper. Quick look at Forex Dominator. All right. Monster scalper long. Let's see if we can find any additional trades here. These are your yen pairs. Dollar pairs. We're still trading only on the 240. If you want to take trades on the 60, just be careful. All right, so nothing new in Monster Scalper there. Pound pairs. Be careful shorting. You guys can see that there, right? There's nothing really to short. Okay. All righty. Okay, quick look at Stock Boss. Let's run Hit Seeker, and we've got 72, so it's come down a bit, right? So 72, still good. Let's take a look here. Look for some new positions. We'll try to get close to buy signals, okay? Ooh, do we have this one? ALXO. That doesn't sound familiar. That's a good trade here, guys. This trade fell from, how did we miss this? ALXO. How did we miss this trade? All right, this stock fell from $17, guys. Our buy signal came in. A beautiful trade here at $61. Trading now at $1.86. How did we miss this? ALXO. Yeah, we missed this trade. Unless it just showed up in Stock Boss. Beautiful trade though. All right, weekly looks good. Lots of buying on the weekly. Too late to get in though, guys. This is very tempting. Now, if we, it's just gone to, let's see here. We have resistance here. Boy, that looks good. Let's take a look at the weekly. Look at this setup. Look at the weekly. That all that buying came in last week. Look at the potential there. As a matter of fact, this fell from, oh my goodness. This fell from 100, guys, $110. We are going to call this. All right, so we have two levels. A markdown phase, first markdown phase here, second markdown phase here. What a beautiful setup. All right, let's put this on the daily here. So we're going to call it, but we're going to call it right here. All right, so our official buy signal was here. We are getting past resistance here. Okay, so we're So we should see a pop here, right? Getting past resistance here. We are going to call it right here. There's just too much upside potential left. All right, so we're going to call it right here. All right, so 180, 187, we'll call it right here, okay? And that is ALXO in Stock Boss. All right, beautiful setup. And again, that buy signal, official buy signal came in at 61 cents, guys. This fell from $100, crazy. All right, let's keep going here. We'll just stay with Stock Boss this evening. On Tuesday, we'll take a look at Bullmaster. All right, that's gone. All right, A and X. All right, in Stock Boss. Buyers are on the daily buy signal, and on the weekly time frame, got a green candle there. All right. We're almost done. About 10 more minutes will be done. A, N, and X looks good. All right. APLT fell from about $55, guys. All right. Buy signal came in at 53 cents. Right. Closed on Friday at $1.24. All right. We'll definitely call this. Just be aware it gapped down here, so we'll need to fill in that gap. Okay, but we'll call it. All right. Good risk reward. APLT. Only main concern there is filling in that gap. All right. ASM, nice reaccumulation phase. ASM in Stock Boss. I think we had BB already. You know, we might start taking these reaccumulation trades now that the Russell is really holding and moving. All right, DDD in Stock Boss. FULC, we have buyers on the weekly. You guys can see that there. All right, reaccumulation trade, we'll call it FULC. Guys, we're getting reaccumulation trades in Stock Boss. Buy signal on the weekly. Nice buy signal on the daily here in Stock Boss. IMTX. Okay. What a healthy market. This is what a healthy market looks like, guys. PRTA in Stock Boss. RLAY, we're already in that one. Anthony, look at this one. SGMO, white candle coming in here, guys. Good support. Look at the previous moves here, right? Look at that. This fell from 18, no higher. $26 all the way down, okay? Buy this on the weekly time frame. White candle here, so that's a decent confirmation. And on the daily, all right, we have a buy signal coming in right here at 66 cents. Okay, so we're going to call this one. Let's call it SGMO. And we'll send this out, guys. We'll post this in the school. All right, SGMO. Just a few more left, and we'll be done. No white candles there, red candles on the weekly. All right. Reaccumulation, TNGX in Stock Boss. Guys, this is a beautiful reaccumulation here. On the weekly, look at the buying on the weekly there. All right, coming in here. And on the daily, we've got a nice markdown phase. Look at that. Beautiful markdown phase. Accumulation. Buy signal. First trade. Buy signal came in at 181. Sold at 634. New buy signal came in at 747. Closed on Friday 853. We'll call it TNGX and Stock Boss. Beautiful trading there. Purple support and resistance, but looks like it's getting past that. Getting past through that overbought territory there. That's gone. That's gone. It's gone. All right, VYGR has a green candle here on the weekly. That's good. All right, on the daily, our trading window, our buy signal was at 390, holding here at 453, getting ready to break out. We'll call that VYGR in Stock Boss. Notice where the institutions are buying, guys. They're buying equities. Do not fight these markets. WTI in Stock Boss. Again, on Tuesday, we'll look at Bullmaster, right? So Tuesday, we'll look at large cap stocks. That's gone too far there. Okay. All right, so we've got some stocks in Stock Boss. So lots of opportunities in equities. We are starting to see some movement in Forex. Okay, so our Forex traders, monster scalper traders, still be careful, but you can start looking for opportunities. You might find some opportunities on the 60, but we're going to stay with the 240 for now. Okay, but equities. Our stock boss, bullmaster. All right, stock boss, bullmaster. Those systems, right? Equity market, and then also gold and silver. Okay, our metals. We do have a few monster metals traders out there. All right, you can look for opportunities, especially with silver on the smaller time frame too. Okay, on the 60 and 230 on 60 and 30-minute time frames. Okay, thanks guys, thanks for coming, and I'll see everyone on Tuesday. Okay.